Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the 1995 film Braveheart and discussing the cast then and now in 2023. So, sit down, grab some popcorn, relax, and enjoy the video. Catherine McCormack was born on April 3rd, 1972 in Epsom, Surrey, England. At the time of filming, she had reached the age of 23, but as of now in 2023, she is currently 51 years old. Catherine McCormack assumed the role of Muron, a beautiful and kind-hearted peasant woman who is married to William Wallace, the film's protagonist. She is also a skilled weaver. Muron and Wallace fall in love and are secretly married. However, their happiness is short-lived. Muron is falsely accused of adultery and hanged by the English. This event drives Wallace to lead a rebellion against English rule. Mel Gibson was born on January 3rd, 1956 in Peekskill, New York. When the filming took place, he was at the age of 39. At 67 years old, he is currently savoring every moment of life. Mel Gibson assumed the role of William Wallace, a peasant farmer who was inspired to fight for Scottish independence after witnessing the brutal murder of his wife, Muron, by English soldiers. He leads a rebellion against the English, winning several victories, including the Battle of the Stirling Bridge. However, he is eventually captured and executed by the English. James Robinson was born on September 6, 1983 in Glasgow, Scotland, UK. He had reached the age of 12 when he participated in the filming. At 40 years old, he is currently savoring every moment of life. James Robinson took on the role of young William, watching his father being hanged by the English. This event has a profound impact on young William, and it is clear that he is already developing a strong sense of justice and determination. We next see young William as a teenager. He is still grieving the loss of his father, but he is also beginning to learn about his heritage and the history of Scotland's struggle for independence. He is also developing a close relationship with his mother, Muron. Brandon Gleeson was born on March 29, 1955 in Dublin, Ireland. At the time of filming, he had reached the age of 40, and now, in 2023, he's making the most of his life at 68 years old. Brandon Gleeson played the character Hamish, a loyal friend and companion to William Wallace, the Scottish rebel leader. He is a skilled warrior and a fierce fighter for Scottish independence. Hamish is also a funny and jovial character. He is always cracking jokes and making light of the situation, even in the midst of the battle. He is a source of comic relief in the film, but he is also a loyal and dependable friend. Angus Macfadyen was born on September 21, 1963 in Edinburgh, Scotland. He was 32 years of age when the filming happened, but currently, in 2023, he is enjoying his life at the age of 60. Angus Macfadyen played the character Robert the Bruce, the King of Scotland from 1306 to 1329. He was a key figure in the Scottish Wars of Independence against England. He is more interested in peace than war, and he is initially opposed to William Wallace's rebellion against the English. However, after Wallace is captured and executed, Robert the Bruce is inspired to take up the fight for Scottish independence. David O'Hara was born on July 9, 1965 in Glasgow, Scotland. At the time of filming, he had reached the age of 30. But as of now, in 2023, he is currently 58 years old. David O'Hara took on the role of Stephen, an Irish warrior who joins William Wallace in his fight for Scottish independence. Stephen is a loyal and fierce fighter, and he is often seen by Wallace's side. He is also a bit of a comic relief, with his wild hair and his tendency to make brash remarks. Stephen fights alongside Wallace in many battles, including the Battle of Stirling Bridge. He is wounded in battle, but he always recovers and returns to fight. James Cosmo was born on March 2, 1947 in Clydebank, Dunbartonshire, Scotland. He had reached the age of 48 when he participated in the filming, and now, in 2023, he is making the most of his life at 76 years old. James Cosmo took on the role of Campbell, a Scottish nobleman who is a friend and advisor to William Wallace. He is a wise and experienced warrior who helps Wallace to lead the Scottish rebellion against English rule. He is loyal to Wallace, but he is also aware of the dangers of the rebellion. He knows that the English are a powerful enemy, and he fears that Wallace's quest for freedom may lead to the deaths of many innocent people. Patrick McGoohan was born on March 19, 1928, in New York City. When the filming took place, he was at the age of 67. Sadly, in 2009, he passed away at the age of 81 in Santa Monica, California. McGoohan died at St. John's Health Center in Santa Monica, California, on January 13, 2009. His family did not make the cause of death public, referring only to a short illness. A biography of McGoohan was published in 2007 by Tomahawk Press, and another followed in 2011 by Supernova Books. Patrick McGoohan assumed the role of Longshanks King Edward I, a real historical figure who ruled England from 1272 to 1307. In the film, McGoohan's portrayal of Edward is that of a ruthless and determined ruler who will stop at nothing to crush the Scottish rebellion led by William Wallace. He is shown to be a cruel and unforgiving man who is not afraid to use violence to achieve his goals. He is also shown to be intelligent and cunning, as he is able to outwit Scottish rebels on several occasions. Brian Cox was born on June 1, 1946 in Dundee, Scotland. He was 49 years of age when the filming happened, and now, in 2023, he is living out the life at the age of 77. Brian Cox played the character Agile Wallace, a wise and experienced warrior who teaches William the ways of battle and the importance of freedom. He is also a loving and supportive uncle who helps William to grow into a strong and courageous man. He takes William under his wing and teaches him how to fight and how to survive on the Highlands. Argyll also tells William stories about his own experiences as a warrior, and these stories help to inspire William to fight for Scottish independence. Tommy Flanagan was born on July 3, 1965 in Easterhouse, Glasgow, Scotland. While filming, he was at the stage of being 30 years old, and now, in 2023, he's making the most of his life at 58 years old. Tommy Flanagan portrayed the character Morrison, a Scottish rebel who joins William Wallace in his fight for Scottish independence from England. He is a loyal and fierce warrior, and he's one of Wallace's most trusted lieutenants. He confronts Bottoms and kills him, then joins Wallace's rebellion. Morrison is a skilled swordsman and archer, and he is often seen fighting alongside Wallace in battle. He is also a skilled strategist and helps Wallace to plan and execute many of his victories. Peter Molan was born on November 2, 1959 in Peterhead, Aberdeenshire, Scotland. At the time of filming, he had reached the age of 36. At 64 years old, he is currently savoring every moment of life. Peter Molan assumed the role of veteran, a grizzled old soldier who has seen too much fighting. He is initially reluctant to join William Wallace's rebellion against the English, but he is eventually persuaded to fight for his country. Sophie Marceau was born on November 17, 1966 in Paris, France. While filming, she was at the stage of being 29 years old, and now, in 2023, she is living out her life at the age of 57. Sophie Marceau portrayed the character Princess Isabel, the daughter of King Philip IV of France and Queen Juan I of Navarre. She is betrothed to Prince Edward of England, the son of King Edward I. However, she is initially reluctant to marry Edward, as she is disgusted by his cruelty and wagering ways. Isabel eventually comes to see William Wallace, the leader of the Scottish rebellions against English rule, as a more worthy adversary. She is impressed by his courage and conviction, and she begins to develop feelings for him. Who is your favorite character in the film Braveheart? Leave your comments below this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell to wait for my next videos. Thank you!